welcome back again to our segment, TUP and Stock. Kung nakaraan na pag-usapan na natin ang Schottky diode, so for today we are going to talk about the Varactor diode. So ano nga ba yung Varactor diode? Saan ito nagmula? Sino ang proponent nito? Paano natin ito mapapagana? Paano natin ito may a-apply? Paano natin ito may a-apply sa isang circuit, sa PCB diagram, formulas, at ang advantage at disadvantages nito. Okay. So first, alamin muna natin kung ano ang Varactor diode. Okay, a Varactor diode is a type of diode whose internal capacitance varies with respect to the reverse voltage. So ang Varactor diode daw ay isang uri ng diode na kung saan ang kanyang internal capacitance ay nagbabago nang naaayon sa reverse voltage nito. It always works in reverse bias condition and is a voltage dependent. So, gumagana lamang ang Varactor diode kung ito ay naka-reverse bias condition. At ito rin ay voltage-dependent diode. Okay? It is used for storing energy charge. So, bukod pa sa ibang mga functions ng diode, nagagamit din ang Varactor diode upang mag-store ng energy charge. It is also known by several names, such as varicap, volt cap, voltage variable capacitance, or tuning diode. It can directly frequency modulate a signal. It has a non-linear capacitance characteristic, allowing varactors to serve as harmonic generators and parametric amplifiers. So when we say non-linear, hindi siya straightly from one point to another. Nagva-vary ang wavelength. Most important, it is a reactance and not a resistance. So now, let's call Mr. Sherbo for the history of the Varactor diode. So, kamusta ka naman bilang isang first-year student ng ECET?
Thank you, Miss Apid. As a ECET student, okay naman so far, no? Some things are new to me, pero I guess kaya naman siyang pag-aralan throughout the school year. So, tulad ngayon, Varactor diode, nalaman natin na isa pala siyang variant ng diode. So, Varactor diode was invented by Arthur Euler. Na-invento siya sa somewhere in New Jersey, United States, around 1955. So, kasabayan nito yung Japan's transistor na nagawa din noong 1955.
So the Varicap or the Varactor diode was developed by the Pacific Semiconductor subsidiary of the Ramo Wardridge Corporation, who received the patent for the device in June 1961, almost 6 years later, no? Pagkatapos ma-invent ni Arthur, 6 years later, saka lang siya nagkaroon ng patent. So the name of the device was also trademarked as the Varicap by the TRW Semiconductors, the successor to the Pacific Semiconductors in October 1967. So that is the history of Varactor diode, no?
Thank you, Mr. Sherbo, for sharing that information. Talagang nalaman namin kung ano ang history ng Varactor diode. So kayo guys, may nalalaman ba kayo tungkol sa Varactor diode? If yes, kindly comment down below kung may gusto pa kayong itagdag. At ngayon, aalamin naman natin ang working principle ng Varactor diode from our next guest, Mr. Almazan, na isa ring estudyante ng ECET.
Thank you, Ms. Apid. So, what is the working principle of Varactor diode? So, the working principle of Varactor diode is whenever the voltage increases, the depletion region increases, and the capacitance decreases. When a small amount of voltage is used, the depletion region decreases, but the capacitance increases. So, in short, both of them are inversely proportional, the capacitance and the voltage. And for the symbol of Varactor diode, as you can see, the symbol of Varactor diode is like a diode and a capacitor that is combined. That's all.
Okay, so ngayon nalaman natin na hindi naman pala talaga komplikado ang working principle ng Varactor diode. So thank you Mr. Almazan for sharing that information. For our next guest, Mr. Laraga, who will explain to us the application of the Varactor diode after a short break. So sit back, relax, and we will be right back.
I got use it.
Okay, we're back, and now Mr. Laraga will explain the application of the Varactor diode.
Thank you, Ms. Apid. So, what is application of a Varactor diode? The application of Varactor diode is to demonstrate the use of Varactor diode in a circuit. A Varactor diode can be used to replace a capacitor in a circuit. Pero, sa pagdating sa voltage, kailangan nito ay ma-maintain kasi may tendency na sumabog or ma-short ang isang diode. Ang Varactor diode ay pwede itong magamit sa LC tank circuit, automatic frequency, frequency modulator, RF phase shifter, and oscillator circuit. In general, connecting a Varactor diode to a tuned circuit with existing of capacitance or inductance is required because a DC voltage is required to provide reverse bias across the Varacap in order to change its capacitance. It must be kept out of the tuned circuit because this is performed by connecting a DC blocking capacitor in series with the Varacap cathode and supply DC from a high independent source to the node between the Varacap cathode and the blocking capacitor with the capacitance around 100 times larger than the Varacap diode's maximum capacitance.
Thank you, Mr. Laraga. Nalaman namin kung paano na i-apply ang Varactor diode. Okay, so dun pa lang sa tatlo nating guests kanina ay ang dami na nating natutunan. So what more pa kaya sa ating pang susunod na dalawang guests? So, ano pang inaantay ninyo? Wag na natin patagalin pa. Let's proceed to our next guest, Miss Bonza.
Thank you, Ms. Abby, for taking me as a guest. I'm here to discuss how to determine capacitance turning curve. This is the formula of capacitance turning curve.
Varactor diode capacitance equals zero bias capacitance over 1 plus resistor bias voltage over built-in potential raised to the power of slope log C versus log B curve. Next, I will discuss the formula of diode resistance. Diode resistance is equals to 1 over 2 radio frequency times diode capacitance times charge.
Okay, so through Miss Bonza sharing her knowledge about the formulas of the Varactor diode, nalaman natin na medyo komplikado pero hindi naman ganun kahirap. And I believe na kayang-kaya nyo itong intindihin at napag-aaralan naman ito. Okay, so for our last two guests, malalaman natin kung ano ang advantages at disadvantages ng Varactor diode. So first, let's call Mr. Tandok, which siya ang mag-share ng advantages.
Thank you, Miss Apid. Sa ngayon, tatalakayin naman natin ang mga advantages ng Varactor diode. Una, less noise siya kumpara sa ibang PN junction. Pangalawa, ito ay mas mura. Pangatlo, ito ay reliability. At pang-apat, maaari natin ipangpalit ang Varactor diode kapag wala tayong capacitor.
So ayun, nalaman natin na ang dami palang advantages ng Varactor diode. Sana all may advantage. So thank you Mr. Tandok for sharing your knowledge about the advantages of the Varactor diode. So now, let's proceed to our last guest, Mr. Shervo.
Okay, thank you, Miss Apid. No? So, wala naman siya masyadong disadvantage. No? The only disadvantage of Varactor diode is hindi siya magagamit sa forward bias. Only in reverse bias. That's it. That's the only disadvantage. Kaya all goods yung Varactor diode. And that's all. Thank you.
At ayan ang dami nating natutunan tungkol sa Varactor diode from our guests. So, hanggang dito na lang, Mr. Laraga, Mr. Shervo, Miss Bonza, Mr. Almazan, and Mr. Tandok. Hanggang sa muli, see you next Friday.